Hi guys, I normally don't do videos about just a single little reveal that GGG had, but this one got me really excited, and I wanted to make a video about it and put out my thoughts, my very preliminary thoughts. Now, caveat here at the beginning, we know nothing about where this is going to be on the tree, about tree changes in general, and all sorts of other context that we would need to actually properly make a build surrounding this, including changes to other ascendancies or other items or archetypes that I may be using in this idea that I have. But I can't help myself from having a cool idea when I see a cool thing get tweeted out by the Path of Exile account. So please do not take this as fully fledged build advice. You should go play this. Instead, just take it as the ramblings of a dude who's kind of interested in a new shiny looking keystone. We have no idea where this is going to be on the tree and what else is changing. So this is not a real build. Not a real build at the moment. I just wanted to share it because I thought it was cool. So what I really like about Precise Technique is actually not using it in accuracy stacking builds, because the amount of max life that a build has, even in a hardcore setting, never usually surpasses something like 6.8 to like 7.8k life. You go 8k or 9k plus, it is doable. Generally, that's the realm of like strength stackers or crazy min-maxed like Alkaiser builds in the end game. Most people don't end up pushing past even 7k life, and getting 7,000 to 8,000 accuracy is not trivial, but is not such a load on a build that it can't be justified for 40% more damage. I mean, think of how far people will path sometimes in order to get Ellie Overload into builds. There are rangers that'll path all the way up over there for Ellie Overload and some incidental wheels on the tree. So this is pretty darn worthwhile if you can enable it into your build, especially if you're not going Ellie Overload anyways. So instantly the build archetypes that popped to mind were things like Juggernauts or other things on the left side of the tree that were potentially going RT in the past with physical and like impale based builds that wouldn't have too hard a time getting the accuracy necessary to enable this 40% more damage, which simply wasn't really worth it before because RT was so easy to acquire and the accuracy solved a problem that you could solve with 2 or 3 passive points. But now that you're getting 40% more damage out of the bargain, hell yes, provided it's not somewhere over here on the tree, it's very possibly worth it. And honestly, even if it's in this neighborhood of the tree, there's a lot of good stuff over here. They're not nerfing spell suppression, so pathing through Quickstep or pathing up through Reflexes, getting something like Charisma, it's not terrible to do so. There's plenty of good life wheels over here since they buffed some of the life wheels in the neighborhood. These have like 6% on the small nodes, so they could put it over here, and I do actually think this tree could be readjusted to head to this area because this is only a level 77 tree. There's a lot of room to maneuver here. But this is a very bare bones setup of a Juggernaut physical impale sword attack build. Spectral Helix is probably your easiest option as a starter for a build like this, as you have access to things like Iron Grip with a decent amount of strength in the area. Spectral Helix is just a powerful skill at the moment and scales very flexibly with a lot of different ways of scaling it. In this case, we're doing Impale. And, you got some good sword nodes around here. You got some good sword and board nodes. The shield wheels are really strong. You get free endurance charge gen, lots of block. You can pick up tons of max res. It's just a great area of the tree to be in. But yeah, so what I really wanted to demonstrate here, and I don't want the video to drag on too long, but what I really wanted to demonstrate here is how realistic it is to get 7 to 8k accuracy. I think I have 7.3k accuracy here, and that is with a level 77 tree that doesn't even really focus on accuracy too much. We don't pick up things like Eagle Eye because we're not using the crit, because with this new keystone you cannot crit. We have 2 points in versatility, but hey, that gives us stats that we need as well as movement speed, so it's not really a waste of the 2 points. I usually get this early league anyways just because I need the dex and int before I have better gear. We have the strength node on or the accuracy rating equal to twice your strength node on Juggernaut. This is doing a lot of heavy lifting for us, but is just a great node to pick up in the first place as it gives you a whole bunch of attack speed. And then we do throw 3 points into Utmost Might to get some strength to really juice those nodes out, but honestly, this could probably be cut as you get better gear. And 3 passive points to invest in order to enable a 40% more multi is not that big of a loss. The rest of it are wheels we want to get anyway. You know, we're just pathing through strength nodes, which incidentally is giving us accuracy. We're getting this sword wheel here, which is just good damage and attack speed and gives you 200 accuracy on top. We're going up here, some more strength nodes, some wheels that I need to cap out impale chance and things like that. So like the rest of the tree is not really compromised by this. The one worry is where this keystone is going to be. If the keystone's like right over here, oh boy, we got a build on our hands. If the keystone's way up here, maybe not so much. If it's over here, we could probably make it work. I don't see why it would be up here. Doesn't match the identity of this area of the tree, but we could still make it work if it's up there. So we got a lot of flexibility here. As far as itemization, this does use an Obscurantis, but again, just a good helmet, really high evasion, some life, some damage scaling, gives you a bunch of the accuracy you need. Just a good hat that then allows us to enable a 40% more multi. Got a couple jewels with % global accuracy. These are not very hard to get, 2-stat jewels. Sword doesn't have any damage mods on it, but it does have an accuracy roll, so an accuracy roll on your weapon could easily replace that with one on an amulet or a ring, and then an accuracy roll on the gloves. So 2 flat accuracy rolls on pieces of rare gear. Those can be anywhere from gloves to weapon to shield if you have an evasion shield to amulet to either ring, and then an Obscurantis. So the gearing is not really too heavy to reach that accuracy value either, and like it could still be pushed further if you got 7.5 or 7.6k life on your build. But honestly, having like 7 to 7.2k life is pretty respectable, even in a hardcore situation. And this also obviously caps out your hit chance pretty easily. Oh, and this is with a precision, level 21 as well, though that's not a huge difference if we go to level 20, 7.2 instead of 7.3k. It's still perfectly fine. So yeah, I guess my point here is that this keystone has a lot of use in non-accuracy stacking builds, depending on where it is on the tree. Juggernaut in particular, Juggernaut definitely benefits the most out of this. It'd be a lot harder for another Ascendancy to do it in the bottom left, but I do think some Rangers and Duelists would be able to make use of this as well. And honestly, I'm fine that Juggernaut's getting thrown a bone here. Juggernaut has not seen a huge amount of representation, even in hardcore in the last few leagues, and this could really catapult Juggernaut up into being one of the stronger Ascendancies for hardcore attack builds, depending on the placement of the keystone and depending on the availability of the accuracy rare gear that you'll need in order to reach the 7.5, 7.6k accuracy total mark. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any ideas around this keystone, let me know. If you're excited for anything else going into the next league, go ahead and comment down below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.